Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We have a special one here for you. It is the start of the second round of the 2025 Blood Bowl 3 World Championships play-in stage. That means that in all of the winners bracket games, the winner goes through to the group stage. And in all of the losers bracket games, which this is one of, the loser goes home. That's the end of their World Championships. So someone here will go home, and that'll be a bit sad because look who it is. For one side is MisspelledTree and her woodies, and the other side is Crystal Hunter and his rats, both on their favoured races. These are their mains, as we say. Crystal won the toss and chose to kick. Hello, Jim. Hello, people from Jim's channel. No spoilers, or you will eat a ban. We are doing the tree versus crystal game.
Hello, PLS2 World Champs Rd2, Tree versus Crystal.
We just kicked off. Well, no, I haven't kicked off yet. We just went through the kickoff throw, and Crystal has for some reason decided to kick, which I hate. Tree has 11 players, so no bench. So I would absolutely look to be punching two woodies with mighty blow straight off the bat. Like, you could just win this half by just doing damage. Yes, Dambeak, this is the loser's bracket, so one of these will go home. As mentioned in my roundup of the second round, there is something stupid going on right now where Crystal is in the Ladder Cup for Season 9, and the Ladder Cup for Season 9 has a ticket as the prize, even though the World Champs has been started. So Crystal could win a ticket direct to the group stage from...
I am happy to report that Jimmy Fantastic also allows penguin emotes on his channel as well.
Thank you, Can. Also, she could win a direct ticket to the group stage from the Ladder Cup, which, if he gets knocked out here, is good for him. If he goes through here and knocks Tree out, and then gets a direct ticket anyway. In fact, worse than that, Crystal could knock Tree out here, go through to the next round, knock someone out in that round too, and get into the group stage. So then if he does win the Ladder Cup, he'll already have a direct ticket, so he won't be eligible for that ticket. So someone else in the Ladder Cup will get that ticket, and Tree and the person that Crystal knocks out in the third round would just be out, having played someone who shouldn't have been there. So, not the greatest organized timing of such things. It could end up being real stupid. Normally, therefore, you would think, right, what we want is for Tree to win this and for Crystal to win the Ladder Cup, and then they're both in the group stages. It'll be better for the group stages. There won't be enough good players to fill the 64 people in the group stages, so losing one of Tree or Crystal is going to suck. So the best way, the only real way to not have that happen is Tree to get through and Crystal to get through via the ladder ticket. However, I did say in my roundup that I have to give the edge to Crystal here. I think he's a slightly better player, and also in this matchup, I favour the Rats. Just purely through damage. They're much of a muchness otherwise. I don't, like people know, I don't particularly like playing rats or woodies. They're just a noob stomping team that fall apart when your opponent's good. Because you can just take damage and they don't leave like dice on the ball like noobs do. So, but in this, with the Mighty Blow Blitzer and the Roger and 2 bench, whereas Tree has no bench, it's just, you know, the rats can win through attrition, which is not something they can normally do. So let's see how it goes. He hasn't helped himself by kicking. So first up, let's see if Tree sets up against a blitz. Like, she's had enough stick. She's been here, like, for it repeatedly. It's been brought up to her by Jim on his channel in Discords. It's been brought up by me repeatedly. Yeah, the no tackle only saves the dancers, though, Tempest. Like, no one else requires tackle. So Mighty Blow does more damage here. So yeah, it's been brought up repeatedly. She should absolutely set up against a blitz. And against Crystal Hunter with rats, when it's your entire world championships on the line, if you don't have a full anti-blitz setup, you kind of deserve to go home straight off the bat. I do like a bit of width here from Crystal. Not the boring rule of 5. I like a bit of width. Not much width, but he's out to square. We'll take it. What's going on with these, like, weird flashes when we're moving players around? Yes, Squiggy, I, like every past girlfriend, likes a bit of width. Okay, so it's not a blitz. It's trapdoors, which I'm sure will appear after I press play. This is weak as an anti-blitz setup, so you can immediately see the problem with the anti-blitz setup. If you blitz this guy, it's just a 2+ to go through this gate dodge. Yeah, you don't have dodge for it, but if the ball is here or something, you're absolutely going to take those 2+s, right? Force him to do his own, like, sacking the ball and picking it up and stuff. Oh, sorry, it'd be Tree when they force her. Like, so I don't like it. I also don't like, I think it's too scared to not be on the LOS. That would solve the gate dodge, and it would also protect these corner squares a lot better. We have had, like, corner kicks repeatedly already, obviously. And we have had blitzes. We just haven't really had a corner kick and blitz combined yet. So this is weaker than it should be for no real reason. There's really no reason. Yeah, you could get a solid defense, and then 2 of the elves are annoyingly having to make a dodge. One of them's a 2+, and the other one's probably got a Roger on him. That's not anything to worry about compared to a blitz. Like, it's the thing. It's like the trade-off, isn't it? It's just not anything to worry about compared to a blitz. So it also looks like we're going to carry on the Frenzy Dancer. Thank you for the follow, Bunny. So it looks like we're going to carry on the Frenzy Dancer, which is okay. I would have suspected he was going to carry on the Strip Dancer. But he did, I guess, Tree didn't want to block or blitz on the LOS with the Frenzy Dancer in case you had to follow up badly or dodge away. But I don't know. I think you still carry on the Strip and keep the Frenzy. The Frenzy can do more things out and about. The Strip is kind of useless, right? It's just a block piece. ranging around because you've got the ball. There is the small possibility that if Crystal sacks the ball, then she can strip it back. But I mean, that's still the same possibility if Crystal sacks the ball and it's carried by the stripper. unless Crystal red dice double pows the dancer, then the stripper's still going to be available. So yeah, I think it's a little weird to be carrying on the frenzy dancer. It just means the frenzy dancer can't do anything, can't frenzy anything. No fun surfing. So one of these should have gone in that gap, obviously, because this is going to be a block, which we all know. And then there's not going to be an assist. If you just put one of these in, it's with this one probably, the Lino, as the assist, then this is still a block. And you don't have to waste this player's movement. You can move after. So immediately, slight positioning error. Also hasn't moved when you're taking blocks. Should move to close this gate gap problem. Oh, yes, you actually have by moving there. Okay, maybe the catcher should have gone there and you should have gone in there. Yeah, so the catcher is solving the gate dodge problem here. Although, obviously, you could just pow this and come around the side. Oh, God, we're going to take the tree? No, we're going to block. Ugh. It's not even a pro tree or anything. That's just a straight 1 in 27 with the ball on the ground. And the only thing protecting it is this catcher. I mean, it seems bad, right? Just because of the screw up here, so you can't take the dancer one. Although, I'm guessing, seeing as there's no one who can blitz, that it's actually worse than that. And the tree was always going to go first, because the dancer's going to blitz away. So it feels like that's just all bad anyway. You've set that up very wrong. Because if the dancer's going to blitz away, it didn't need to be on the LOS. It could have just blitzed in and back out with an assist. So it didn't need to be in a stupid place where it'd have to dodge. And you wouldn't have to risk a tree 1 in 27. So all kinds of small mistakes in there. Just not set up well at all. No damage though. Pushes and then no, not even a stun, right? No, okay. I mean, with the tree hit in there, you would have expected a stun, but you probably can't expect more than that, right? It's good if you do get more than that, but a stun is probably the most you can expect from 3 blocks there. Yeah, it's not really unlucky or anything. Like, same there, right? You can't really expect a removal. Average dice is a stun for a Mighty Blow Pow. And Crystal brings it on with the... See, if these were the wrong way round, look, amusingly, if these dancers were the other way round, you could have frenzied this gutter onto the trapdoor, which would then do nothing because they're useless. But it would be fun if they weren't useless. Not a fan of how close that Roger is to the tree. I think I would blitz the Roger here. I guess the main thing against blitzing the Roger is that you have to put in an assist. And if you take root or don't get a POW, the Roger is on the assist. There's no way to blitz from a good angle. But it's a juicy nugget, right? I would be tempted by that, just because of how easy the 1 turn is for the rats. To get rid of the Roger, gets rid of one of the Mighty Blows. It's a juicy nugget. We're doing it. Oh. We're one dice in onto the tree. That's not bad either. I don't mind that. Like, it's a bit of a risk for the 1D with your dancer. But it is only a 2+, and you have got to take some risks here. Like, that's the problem, right? I don't know how Tree looks at this match. I'm going to assume, because Tree is a little bit, like, of a nice person, and I've heard her talk about Crystal, that she probably thinks she's the underdog. Which I would agree with, but not by much. Like, by just a tiny bit. So, taking these little extra risks, which have decent rewards for essentially a low risk, right? I don't mind. I'm okay with that. Are you asking me that question, Appo? I think Trees probably thinks this matchup is more underdog than she is, yes. Both of these players are solid second-tier players, and I think Crystal has the edge. So, and I also think the Rats have the edge or in this particular builds, the Rats have the edge over the Woodies. So those two small edges are enough that Tree might think, even if she had the same opinion as me, even that, like, enough that she might think she needs to take some, medium risks to try and swing it a bit. The problem here is that the position that they're in, Tree hasn't defended the tree. So the rogue is going to get to hit the tree. So another small mistake. It is 2 into 1, but it is Juggernaut. And it is a POW. And it is a stun. Okay, that is an issue. Oh, we're going to stand right next to the treacherous trapdoors. The stun is an issue. The tree's gone now. And Tree immediately barges up the pitch. Yeah, rolled a 10 and Mighty blowed it. Yes. So it's not this one it's this one I'd be worried about, but there are a number of elves still to move. But the Roger could hit this one into the trapdoor. It's a good piece to hit with Mighty Blow as well. But there are elves who are going to come through and probably do a second front screen. If I had to guess where they were going, because obviously you don't want the Roger on the ball. So I would suspect we're going to go like either there or there, someone in the middle here, and then someone there or there. We're going to have like another 3 screen here. It is a rush for the Roger if you wanted to do the double push there. Okay, the dancer's in place. The catcher's in place. And this is a 1 in 9. But makes it. And there we go. Exactly what I suspected would happen. We get the second screen in front. So, choices here now. You could try to put the Roger on the ball by blitzing the catcher. It's 3 into 2. And then the Roger would end up here. The problem is it's really hard to defend the Roger there from getting just twatted back out. and you don't really want to take a hit on your Roger. Because you can't get any rats around here that you want to be around there. But you also don't want to leave your Roger around here, so you've got to be looking at blitzing with the Roger. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we'll hit the Dancer. The problem is the rush. Crystal will be scared of the rush, and probably rightly so. And it's 3 into 2. There's no real way. You can make it 3 into 3, sort of, but not really. Can't really make it 3 into 3 unless you stick like a player in there, which is awful. So I think the blitz is probably just this catcher. It's 3 dice into 2 dice, but you don't push in. You just push up. No rushes. 5 dice on a catcher. Sticks the tail on this one. And really pressures then. Like the Roger's not in any danger of being blocked, especially if you roll the POW. Could even do it before we move the Mighty Blow, because then it's 3 into 2 into hit him with the Mighty Blow. Could do that. And it depends over here. Are we going to take these blocks? Someone has to go in to be an assist. That's a 2 dice. And then 2 assists here for 2 dice. That's a lot of your rats used on these 2 players. But otherwise, you're not doing anything. You could just take this block with an assist and just dodge this one out. That might be better. Oh, wait, sorry, that's a stand. Okay, so we're putting... Okay, we only get 1 block anyway, so it's fine. Although I don't like this. I don't know what this one's doing. Ugh. So, if we were going to move there anyway with this one, then this should have gone more north, right? At least there to stop this dodge. Now we have to put someone else in to stop that dodge. Okay, we are blitzing. We're blitzing first before moving multiple of these players. Doesn't get him with the 5 dice. So you got to put the guard in now to protect the Roger. And someone there. And possibly someone there. Oh, wait. We haven't got anyone else. Okay, why are we here? I don't like here. So I don't think... so the problem here is, I think people are always too used to playing bad players, right? I don't think Tree, with the ball unsafe, is going to take a blockless block here. So I think you were safe there. Because I don't think Tree is investing in these blocks. Because you can, if you wanted to do that, you could still do that, PC. You could just blitz him and block him, and then put an assist in and block him. Like, these are all easily 2-diceable. Now, regardless of this guy being there. Doesn't stop that at all. But this feels like Tree's scoring. Which feels real bad. I mean, I like fighting over that. You've just given Crystal with rats a 5 turn. Yeah, I feel like I would have fought there. Crystal didn't defend those players well enough after he went in. He didn't get the POW. Leaves him slightly vulnerable. You had 2 dice on all of them with the ball safe. Yeah, I feel like I would have fought. No, I mean, this isn't a shootout, Apo. This is like Crystal playing for a 2-1 grind. I don't like this at all. This feels real weak. Does have all 11 Elves, but is about to take, like, some LOS hits. Will Crystal set up against a blitz? Come on, Crystal, you can do it. I really don't like rule of 5. We are going to... Okay, we started to move. Maybe we're going to do something better. Oh, we're doing cups. Oh, no, we're not doing cups. Okay, we did a slightly weird 3-4-4. Definitely better than rule of 5, by the way. Absolutely better than rule of 5. Gives you some width. There wasn't any pressure, Sith. That would be a good sentence if Crystal had put on any pressure at all. But there wasn't any. Tree just absolutely chose to score of her own free will. I do not like that this Roger is here. We're not going to set up against a blitz, are we? So, I mean, I will say one thing. I do know that the reason this game was played so early and first is Crystal has a dental emergency and isn't able to get to see a dentist for a few days. So he wanted to get the game out of the way before the pain gets worse. But that, I mean, that shouldn't affect setups, right? It's the same as, you know, if you're breastfeeding your cat and your wife is shouting at you about painting the bathroom wall or whatever. Like, those shouldn't affect things like setups. They affect, like, bad strategy, bad square placement. Like, setting up against a blitz should be rote. You should do that with your eyes closed. Yes, scoring of your own free will on turn 4 against a good player with a full team of rats. Ugh. Okay. Tree's had a hole in it. Crystal's is just a hole. There's no actual thing that isn't whole there on that setup. Both teams completely iron so far. Crazy length of drive to get for the rats, isn't it? 5 turns. You can just tell immediately Crystal doesn't know what to do. You can still set up against a blitz, though, PC. You can most especially set up against a blitz if this is how your LOS is arranged. You got 3 players there. The Roger Central, that's 4. That leaves you 7 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can literally just do basic chevrons. And you still got a spare player to set up in the idiot square. I'm going to call this the new idiot square, seeing as this is Chunt square. Like, there's no reason for it to be so weak at all. Yes, and the guard is going to dodge from the tree after we take the blocks. It's not, Mr. Greedy. It's harder if you're bad at Blood Bowl, but lots of things are harder if you're bad at Blood Bowl, right? The main reason it's hard for people who aren't, like, experienced or good is that there's no focus, right? You've got to kill some turns because rats can score in 2. And from here, the rat can score in 2. Like, never mind, like, from somewhere closer. So you got to kill some turns so you can screw up your positioning, you can screw up. But Crystal's not going to do that. He's played like 1,000 games of rats. He's not going to accidentally leave 2 dice on the ball or anything. I mean, he might accidentally just not re-roll a dub skulls, eh? And the guard does not kill himself. And the tree immediately takes root. Good job, tree. You're the best. Six dice, no pow. Game makes you think that tree, for some reason, selected a skull there. And then a dodge fail. Jesus Christ. And we're having to protect the dancer from getting surfed. And can't go forward, so dodged in a silly square anyway. Because, again, gets surfed. Could sort of surf the dancer. Yeah, you'd have to fill the squares in and do it that way. In a ladder match on turn 2, I do it for fun. That's actually something interesting to talk about, Quincy. I would absolutely have risked the 1 there on the Roger. I don't want the Roger eating one of my team to take that blitz. I would have risked the 1. Like, I need my players, right? I'm pushing forward now. It's turn 5. I can't have the Roger eating someone here and then going left. The only way I would have the Roger eat someone is if I was just moving him up with the cage. And blitzing somewhere else, which was also a possibility. Could have left, could have put a line rat on him and moved him. And if you get the 4+, you haven't eaten the line rat, which is pretty good anyway. But then you've got your Roger up in a pretty good dominating position to help you score. So I think that's worth the risk. But if your plan is to blitz in that direction and he's not going to help over here anyway, I would just eat the 1. Fuck it. I need all my players over here. I don't think any of them were good, frankly. But I guess it doesn't matter in the end. It's not like Tree is going to risk losing the blitz to a 1 in 9 dodge off. It's like he could have just 1 in 9 dodged and blitzed under him and blocked him or whatever. I think we're going to play keep you away. And this is where the problem's going to be, right? This is why you shouldn't score this early. I don't even know how you stop 11 rats from scoring here. I just don't. It's so hard. Like, it's just so hard. And if necessary, they could even score on turn 7 and just give the woodies a 1 turn. Because if the woodies do 1 turn, the rats also get a 1 turn. And the rats is better by a mile than the woodies. So, like, they don't even need to stall out till turn 8. They'll want to, obviously. But they don't need to. If it looks ropey, they can bang it in on turn 7 and give up the woodies a bad 1 turn. I mean, it's technically a screen. One elf is a screen, right? So, if you're watching at home or later on the YouTubes, maybe, just maybe, this dancer should be standing there. So, and I'm very sorry to bang on about certain things, but if, just as an example,
Not what I would have done, etc., etc.
if just as an example, Tree was part of a group that met every Monday night, and instead of, like, you know, telling each other how nice they all are, they could have actually talked about the importance of one square difference. Maybe this would be better. But sadly, Tree is not a member of any such group. Oh, okay. I take it back. We are going to risk the blitz on the 1 in 9 dodge. Feels completely unnecessary. I mean, could have just blitzed him, right, with the actual dancer, and then stood the dancer in a real screen. Roger 4 pluses, that's handy. I just don't get it. Like, we just move we move here, we blitz this guy, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got the entire cage just moving here, right? It's literally the entire cage. You left one guy behind as an assist. Yes, and these two are completely free. So we can have a cage within a cage to help with the possibility of a strip. Cageception, if you will. Oh, no. Okay, I will say I do not like using the guard there. It feels like you should leave the thrower behind at this point. And send the guard through with the ball, like, obviously. Like, at this point, the thrower's not in danger anymore. Why aren't you there? Like, the guard would be great to go through now, right? Like, just super great. Super smashing great. Look at what you could have won. There we go. If anyone's wondering what was meant by a cage within a cage. Not only was the guard better to go up with him, but the thrower had to roll a rush because it was the furthest away, which is why it should have been the assist. But there we go. Cage within a cage. Could have had a guard in there instead. Not only could have had a guard in there instead, but it could have had players here and here to the side to stop people coming round and tagging the back or the right-hand side of it. So, little sloppy, but still not as sloppy as just allowing 8 rats to just go and, like, be 3 squares away from the end zone for a single block. And here we go. We make the leap. We get the strip. Cage within a cage helps with this too. You might notice he went the direction that I was talking about. And then that is not where the Woodies wanted the ball to go. But cage within a cage doing a job. Immediately gets powed. The dancer. So that's not great. Can we clear the ball? I think we can clear the ball. We got a guard here. We can definitely clear the ball. So we blitz one off. Block one off. Follow. Kill the leader. Which we don't try an Apo. I try and Apo that. It sucks to Apo something that isn't a badly hurt, but that's your leader. That's a reroll. Like, it really sucks that the Apo is so shit. Like, hopefully that changes in a couple of months when we have a new edition. Hopefully. It does really suck. But that is your leader, right? And we got a full pow on the dancer. Wait, does that mean we can stall? I think that means we can stall. Can we stall here? I think we can stall here. Oh, the Apo's gone in there? And that was the blitz? Wait. Oh, no, that wasn't the blitz. Okay, we are stalling. I'm not certain. Wait, are we stalling? We can't be stalling. There's nowhere safe to put the ball now. Oh, we're accidentally stalling because for some reason we took a fucking Roger block again. What is it with Crystal and his Roger? Okay. Jesus, man. Scoring threat from Tree. No, really? It was a double rush. He could have just double rushed to surf. This foul. He didn't pick it up because he wanted the assists. Just double rush. Ugh, terrible. Alright, well now this is going to be like down to the scatter, isn't it? Luckily for Crystal, he killed the thrower. It's all really bad. Like, I didn't understand this turn from Crystal at all. It looked like he was going to score. And then he put this gutter here. I mean, if you weren't going to score, you could have just run all the way over here with 3 gutters away from the stripper to even reach you. Like, that was doable too. With the thrower dead, especially. The thrower being dead really hurts the... Oh, there's the Apo of Crystal gone. It's Woody's turn 8, and then Rat's turn 8 after it. Failed the dodge. terrible scatter for tree. Completely open ball. Don't even know why we're activating the Roger there. Crystal just loves the Roger. Crystal? Tree doesn't have a turn. So, seen slightly better Blood Bowl. Catch the ball on the Roger. Go on. Damn it. It would have been amazing. Crystal set up like a spaz again, didn't he? I didn't even notice. It's 1-1. You're playing to win, and this is how you set up. I feel like it's not great. This ball is so far back that a YouTube cage when you're doing a 1-in-9 pickup seems really unnecessary. You could lose here, couldn't you? Just 1-in-9 this pickup and it bounced through a gutter. 50-50 chance of landing on a gutter. Even if they catch it, then like if the front two are sackable, like just be away. Like have this one be there. Have this one be over there. And then the two at the back can be on the ball if you want, because it could bouncing backwards doesn't hurt. But you can't have it bounce forward, and you don't really want it to be caught by either of these either. And tree goes down to 9. This is the problem, isn't it? Doesn't 1-in-9, so doesn't learn a lesson. And this time makes his dodge. Makes his dodge and stands in the please pick which of these players you'd like the tree to base square. And there goes a rat. So the rats are down to 10. We're not even activating the tree, are we? Oh, we are. Okay. And it immediately takes root again. Just one step away is enough. You can be super safe, as you said, if you want. Could have had chevrons one step away. You really just don't need to be next to the ball if you're picking up on a 1-in-9. Ever. So the tree has been basically useless this entire game. Has done nothing. Has rooted in the first turn of both drives. Absolutely useless. That is a bit rough for MisspelledTree. It's hard to talk about the tree and still call tree. I don't think I've ever said the word tree this much in my life. Why is Crystal bringing the ball to the woodies? Why is Crystal bringing the ball to the woodies when he's blitzing someone who's standing right there? Seems a bit wacky. Oh god, we're blitzing with the Roger. Okay. We're blitzing with the Roger who didn't have a dude. We're blitzing with the Roger who didn't have a dude. Pow. This time was bad, though. So, in a room, of course it gets a pow and a Kaz. So the last time was fine, Bucky, but this time, it's not better to lose the bits because your cage is based on an elf. I mean, it's not super based or anything, but, like, it's pretty bad. But rolled a pow, didn't fail the rush. Rolled a pow, got a Kaz. Good Blood Bowl. One dice pow again on the Roger. Gets a stun this time. I mean, you just pop back over here, don't you? It just feels like you just pop back over here. Pop back over here, and then next turn, pop back over here to meet your Roger who's unstunned. Where's the ball going, Crystal? Please tell me the ball's not doing a rush. Oh, we're handing off to a strength 2 player in the middle of a cage? That can't be right. We are. Oh, we can get the guard in, though. Guard can go in. Oh, no, the guard's not going in. Look. Okay, down goes a rat. So this is where you sack the ball, isn't it? You come around the back to go to there. And then the stripper leaps from this square to the back. And strips forward with 2 dice. This is where you sack the ball, surely. One in 36 dodge. Here. Block then. I guess you block here, don't you, to get it onto the tree. And then you do the sack. And you can push in this direction, which is nice. Gives you like 3 real good scatters. We're blocking first, though. We're blocking down, which blocks your route to tag the back. Now you have to activate the tree. Why are we basing the front? Tree just fails dismally. Okay, this one's going on the back. I don't know why we've tagged the front. I guess to make the scatter catch harder. And we failed the 75% leap. That was... I mean, it wasn't so bad if he hadn't put the guard in there. If the guard had come over here and formed like a arrow cage, as they called, then it would have been better, right? Much harder leap. Guard prevents this square, so you have to leap to this square, which is harder. Like, the guard could have done something, or the guard could even done a rush and gone where this one is, but I preferred the guard just go in here. Into an H cage and protects both of them. Like, but then the guard just went in there. Absolutely terrible. Awful play. Not punished. Sadly for Tree. Not punished. Okay. This looks like it's not going to be safe. Well, that was a blockless block that got a removal and not just instantly sacked. How is this ball going to be safe? Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Oh, man. And then a 3+ dodge to... Yeah, you got to keep going. And stake the dodge. Into a stun. Fucking amazing. Okay. Bad play, guess bad dice for a change. Oh, it's a 1 in 9 dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So do you want to do a second 1 in 9 to get the extra 2D? Probably, right? If you don't pop dodge, do another 1 in 9 here to get 4 dice on the ball without needing a reroll. If you do pop dodge, just take the 2 dice. I wouldn't leap, but she's only got 1 reroll. Okay, well, apparently Tree would leap. And doesn't get the sack. 4 dice on the ball. Deserved 4 dice. Probably deserved a POW. Doesn't get it. Gets a stun there. Does a rush. And a dodge. Wrestle doesn't get the dancer. What, are we scoring? It's turn 13. We can't score, right? Oh, we can stand there in Chunt's column. Just realized. I literally didn't even mean to, like, say it, and then I just started laughing. He can stand in the column named after him. No, not with 1 reroll left. This feels like early score territory. But weirdly, standing in Chunt's column seems to be the right play here. Can't get stripped. Can't get surfed. So we just stand in Chunt's column and then 1 in 9 through and stand next to him? Doesn't seem great, but also, what else are you going to do? You can't score. This is the same sort of similar situation that PC was in against Crystal. If you score now, there's no way that, like, the odds of you stopping a 3 turn from the even, what is it, 7.5 woodies is high. It does give up a 2 dice with only, but that's okay, isn't it? With only 1 reroll, having to roll a bunch of dice, rushes and stuff, and then pow. Like, you're probably down into, like, 1 in 4 territory or something. Like, this is not, like, this is 2 dice, but you got to roll a 1 in 9, a 2+, a 1 in 36, and then another 2+, and another 2+, and then a full pow. No, that's just that. PC. Like, he doesn't just get a free 2 dice on the ball. And, of course, the Roger gets a pow. And a Kaz. Does make it. Does make it. Wait. Did Tree think she had movement left? Did Tree think that was a surf? Like, you got nothing else left here. That pow there into hopefully going in the crowd is your main chance. You've just taken more damage. You're not going to 1 turn with the remaining woodies. Yeah, I don't like not re-rolling that. It sucks to re-roll for a 30% pow. But, like, this is just nothing, is it? This is too easy now. You got a blitz on the dancer. The ball comes back over here. That's worse. That wasn't better. If that was going to do anything, it should have based this rat. Full pow. We're surfing. Amazing. One in 9s are other people's problems. What was the point of that? I don't think so, Quincy. It feels exactly the same. I think standing there with the ball was better. With the ball on the blodger.
Imagine rolling a 1 in 9.
This doesn't seem right at all. That also didn't seem right, to be fair. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, this doesn't seem better. Because that's a 4+, and also that's a 1 dice. And it can't go out. You're 1 dice in inwards. You really kind of want to give yourself a chance to go into the crowd. Yeah, that sucked. I don't think that was right. But I'm guessing the tree's a little bit tilted at this point. Like, it looks very much like she's just straight out of the World Championships. I'm guessing that she probably complained at her draw, and you should complain at the draw if you just see the names. Like, she gets to use the names, right? Oh, I played Diom Lord and then Crystal Hunter. But Diom Lord was terrible. Like, just absolutely dog water. So the name doesn't do anything there. You lost to someone who was terrible in the first round. Whereas here, I think she has an actual, like, point, right? I feel like this should be going to overtime. Crystal has made as many mistakes as she has, easily. And she's taken all the damage. Crystal's taken 2 rats. Yes, she should have fought that turn. You never know what was going to happen, right? She could have got a removal. She could have got a stun. On the Roger specifically would have been great. But, you know, it's always easy. Like, you blame the tree. The tree was garbage. Basically, the tree cast itself. I don't think it was a dice in. I think Crystal's luckier with the removals, and he's got more Mighty Blow than she has. I think Tree was very unlucky with the tree itself rolling a 1 basically first roll both drives, and did get sacks on the ball, but they were low percentage sacks. They weren't high. They shouldn't have been left by Crystal is the problem. Like, we're saying luck a dog, but like the actual dice rolls to sack the ball and get the ball and stuff weren't easy. They were all like more likely to fail than work. It's just they shouldn't have been as easy as they were. Like, if it's a 40 or 30% to sack the ball, and it should have been like a 10%, then we can still say luck a dog Crystal, right? Because he should have made it the 10%. But in reality, 70% like to fail and 30% to succeed. You're not unlucky, are you? Hello, DK. Hello, Lick. Yeah, that was terrible. The handoff, like the crazy handoff, was nuts. Yeah, people's... my barrier for dicing is very different to other people's. But Crystal was luckier, but not to the extent of a Dyson. Crystal got away with the errors that he made. And got the better removals. Although he should get the better removals. He probably got the better removals by a higher margin. But they do tend to snowball, right? All the KOs come back. We've got 6 elves and a tree. I still don't think you can one turn here. So, as we keep saying, if you can't one turn exactly, you should set up for the quick snap one turn. And when you set up quick snap turn one turn, you almost always are set up for a timeout anyway. So, just set up for the quick snap / timeout. So we need to push onto the line in front of the rats. So you set up for the quick snap. Oh, hang on. It's the the frenzy's here. Can you get the one turn with the frenzy being there? Maybe you can. Yeah, maybe you can. You need to create the channel for the frenzy. Okay, so we're going for the dodging hit. Goes to there, to there, to there. This comes to there. The tree knocks to there. But then you're blocking forward. You haven't created the channel. This feels like these two should have been the other way round. And that means these two? I don't know. We'll see now. We're going for the handoff straight away. We filled the square. That's nice. So we're going for the dodge in. Fail it. Make it. Doesn't get the pushes. It's a shame. Continue. Right. So if we got that, you'd have gone there, right? And then 3 dice would have gone there. How do we... Because we haven't got a diagonal channel, you have to fill more gaps, don't you? Oh, wait, we only need 1 push. I'm stupid. Ignore me. So that goes there, that goes there. No, we don't. We need 2 pushes, but this one we only need to fill there. So that's the first one, and then the second one, it doesn't need anything. You could just push it through. So yeah, this was doable with the frenzy. Would have pushed you to there. And then you have to 4, 3, 2, etc. But it is right. It would have worked. So, very sorry to say, but that, and I am actually sorry to say, because like I said, I want the best possible players, the best possible 64 people in the group round to therefore lead to the best possible 32 in the money round. But, and you know, if you've got 64 players, despite people disagreeing with me, or mostly MisspelledTree's fans disagreeing with me about just how good she is, she's definitely in the the best 64. I'm guessing, I haven't like double checked, but I would probably off the top of my head put in the best 32 as well in this World Champs. But definitely in the best 64, so should definitely be in the group round, and she isn't going to be. So that is the first big name out. We will see Crystal in the, what are we calling it? The do or die round. To see if he gets a direct jump into the group. But he does have that backup plan, as mentioned, of winning the Ladder Cup. Yeah, probably, Jim. Like, certainly, like, close, even if, yeah, I think so. Off the top of my head, I'm not, I wouldn't bet money on it, but I think so. The danger zone. Fine, the danger zone it is. Crystal goes through to the danger zone, and Tree goes home. Tree will, however, be in the grand finals anyway, sat on a couch in France, casting the games. Possibly in elf years, next to Jim and Davo, dressed like homeless people. It's not in the same place, Jim. It's not in the same studio. Oh, but wait, hang on. Have they organized your, like, travel yet? You should absolutely ask if you can have a day to, call it a day to acclimate, so for jet lag, and see if you can get a free day in Paris to go and, like, do things. Just say, like, it was, like, it was kind of tiring last time. Can we get, is it possible that you can stretch to, like, an extra day beforehand? Can we come out on, like, the Thursday? Or if you're going on the Thursday, come out on the Wednesday or whatever. It's not, yeah, absolutely. It's not, yeah, get Davo to say the same thing. Have a word with Davo and Tree and say the same thing, right? It's not even unreasonable, right? It's not like you're actually trying to scam them. It is pretty reasonable to not want to have no time to get over jet lag or whatever. See if they can stretch to one extra day. And then you get a day in Paris to ward off jet lag. Yeah, I mean, we call it jet lag. It's not the time zone thing. It's just the fact that traveling is really tiring. Traveling is stressful, isn't it? Like, it's not really an hour, is it? You got to get to the airport, you got to go through security, and then the other side, and like, it's a pain in the ass. Even from getting to the airport to getting out of the French airport, I would say would be 4 hours minimum. And it's all stress. It's all really annoying. Oh shit, I am saying goodbye to the VOD. This is going to be in the VOD.
News just in.
They won't watch it, it's fine.
Dropped as host of BB World Cup.
They won't watch it, it doesn't matter. Right. I don't think I said goodbye, did I? Right. We'll see you next time. I'll have to check after if I actually said goodbye already.